Welcome to Doughboys Double. I am Nick Weiger, along here with the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell. Mitch,
like baby Ruth.
You were pointing your finger like you're calling your shot. That's right. Yeah. We got in trouble before the episode started.
We did.
So Amelia,
I mean, you can explain why.
So Emma and Jemmy aren't
Amelia
here.
Amelia got reprimanded for the first time ever here, not by me,
not by
you, by our boss, I guess.
Yeah. So what happened is Anya came in here. Anya, the Wire Queen. So what happened is, Amelia, you brought some packing peanuts in. And you were telling us,
you're in the bowl. She put
we have a bowl of packing peanuts, but we had a package. Is that what the mustards were in?
The mustards came with the packing peanuts.
So we got these mustards shipped for this episode. They were packed with a bunch of packing peanuts. You came in here and you were like, you can eat these.
Yeah, I started eating them in front of Marty and Anya, and they did not like that.
So you're eating them outside in the common area.
Yeah.
You come in here, you're like, you can eat these. I remember because when I was a kid, I used to eat these. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, a little bite of a memory. And so I had one of them too.
You used to eat them?
I used to eat them. Yeah.
A bite of a memory.
And
then Dutton had one.
Our guest. And Mitch, I think you refused to have one.
I didn't have one.
I
didn't eat them.
Someone in this room would understand, though. So
anyway,
I'm glad that you knew what I was talking about.
No, I loved it.
It seems so unnatural. I felt bad. I felt like I should do it, but then Casey didn't do it. Anya didn't do it.
No, I'm not going to eat packing peanuts.
Yeah, I agree with you. And
Sorry,
then,
Amelia.
Hey, no offense. I have no offense taken whatsoever.
And then Marty came in.
Well, so first Anya came in here and was yelling at us, telling us that we shouldn't do it. And then she went went upstairs and got Marty. She pulled rank on us.
Upstairs. She went upstairs in the Headgum.
She went to,
Marty came of his own accord to reprimand everybody.
And then Marty came in here and we all got in trouble. So
it was kind of a thing of don't do this. Like
company property.
Yeah.
We counted those peanuts.
But Mitch did have a good bit he did with the peanuts.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I did a little Matthew McConaughey joint thing. That's
you rolled it up into a
Oh, you're talking about my other bit?
Yeah, your other bit was also good. You should do that one too.
I said, flashback to me getting out of the shower this morning.
Mitch is holding up a limp packing peanut.
I mean, this is probably a little bit bigger, but
they're like little Cheetos, like flavorless Cheetos.
No, yeah, they're gross. Also, you were just talking about how you're going to a gastroenterologist in a week.
It's whatever.
It's whatever indeed. Whatever
indeed.
Our guest is certainly not a whatever.
No.
Our guest is one of our favorites from the Birthday Boys and the Sloppy Boys. Jefferson Dutton is here. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Nick. What's going on, Mitch?
Wow.
What's up? And I want to give a special shout out to all the listeners.
Fuck, he's good.
Oh, looks like the boys were teamed up on Wags, huh? The boys are together now.
This is what I was afraid of. We should talk about that.
My allegiance goes to the birthday, not
we
to the
predate
dough.
you.
No, I know the Birthday Boys predates both the Doughboys and the Sloppy Boys.
It's true.
Yeah, one of the original boys crew.
Do we like that boys stuff?
I don't know. We're fucking pot committed to boys. There's the Action Boys too. Everyone's doing boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's others too.
There's plenty of boys. The Deli Boys.
Well, we owe it all to Beach. Those are the OGs.
Beach.
Beastie,
yeah, for sure.
Beach.
Beastie, I have to think, was derivative of Beach.
Yes.
Maybe so, Wags. Maybe so.
Mm.
Oh, that's right, too.
Yeah.
BEA is a part of both of the names.
Yeah, you have to go alphabetically.
Dutton,
Who do you like more, Beastie Boys or Beach Boys? Tough question.
I was certainly when I was younger, I said Beastie Boys, but now I maybe say Beach Boys. I love the harmonies. I love the compositions, but I don't know.
Can you imagine a mashup between the two?
Oh, no.
Wouldn't it be nice to fight for your right?
Pretty good.
Yeah. It would be nice.
Listen, all y'all, it's California Girls.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Dutton, do you have one now that the hugest songs were taken?
God only knows what I be with intergalactic. It
pretty good.
It doesn't work, but they are two songs.
No, it
That's
worked.
pretty good.
I want to talk about something that came up on the podcast in recent memory. So Mitch was telling a truly disgusting story about having a kidney stone and the process of passing it. He told a story
I
about...
remember this.
Yeah. He told a story about getting Mike Hanford to stand guard while he jacked off while he had a kidney stone.
You got it wrong.
No, hold on. I'll say that's how you began the story.
Yeah.
You said you had a kidney stone. You told Hanford, I have to jack off. And he's like, well, sure, sounds good to me. And you went and jacked off. And then I was like, wait, Mitch, that's not the right story. It was Dutton, not Hanford.
Yes.
And you were like, no, it happened twice.
It happened
and they
twice.
both did. I did it with both
Oh
of
my
them.
God.
At Fredonia, there was a Fredonia
Oh,
party, and we were
yeah.
downstairs. And remember, it was downstairs, and I was like, I'm passing a kidney stone. I might
Right.
have to jack off into your toilet.
Right.
And you stood guard by that near Tim's bathroom.
Yeah,
Do you remember this?
vaguely.
Yeah.
I mean, did you have to? You should have just said, I got to go past this kidney stone.
Yeah.
No, I told you. I was like, I might have to jack off.
I wasn't like, but wait, how will you do it? What techniques will you use?
Well, because also, if you remember correctly, the door had no lock.
Right.
Ah.
This was like a big issue, and so you were kind of standing guard down there. Hanford, we were gonna take a ride, and I was passing a kidney stone. We were gonna go to, I think, to Ferguson's bachelor party.
Oh my God.
And so, which is, I know it's crazy. It's like 10 years ago or
Wait,
10 years ago or
Did you
whatever.
pass a kidney stone at like a music festival porta
Yes.
potty?
Yeah, with Harris.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was with Harris
oh,
and
wow.
Armin. So I've passed quite a few kidney.
But that wasn't, you weren't jacking off then.
I did not jack off at all.
Yeah.
I thought that maybe I was have to. That one was so painful. The one at Coachella.
Yeah.
Like I was in the porta potty. I was like, fuck, this is happening. This sucks. And then we went back to the hotel room that me, Armin, and Harris were in together. And I remember like pissing in the toilet, getting cloudy, and like being so relieved. But with you, it was at the party. I was probably dehydrated. I mean, there was multiple reasons why it happened. But I told you to watch guard, and I was like, I might have to jack off. But I think I did
I only vaguely remember this. I took this in stride. I must have.
Yeah, you did. You were the man. You watched the door. You watched the door while your boy didn't jack off. I did. The only time I actually did jack off was when Hanford was in the other room. That is
Okay.
I did jack off that
So that time did happen.
I imagine rigid penis makes it harder to pass.
No, it gives there's lubricant. It gets it out. That for me, that's it worked.
Huh.
And people online, this is backed up. This is not just my own theory about
Right.
it. But people online do it.
You're saying all this while you're holding your fake joint.
Yeah.
It's
I was demonstrating how it went down.
Wait, Mitch, I got another Fredonia bathroom question for you.
Yeah,
Remember the upstairs bathroom?
certainly.
It had like a lowered ceiling.
Yeah. And
You
I
remember
remember
this?
that
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And it had a window that kind of like went up, kind of past the ceiling in this crevice.
Yeah.
And how do I describe this? When you're passing the bathroom,
Yeah.
you're entering, you're going through this little hallway into what was my room.
And Hanford's room.
Okay, I wasn't going to say that part, but yeah. And then we had our own
They
bathroom.
slept together in the same bedroom for a
No,
very
it was-
long time.
It was Madeline style. We were on separate sides.
Yeah.
I didn't say it was trying to say the same.
Okay,
the- like bunk beds.
Well,
Though
hey.
that it would have saved space.
I had roommates I shared a room with. It's a very common thing to do.
Post college, you kind of can excuse it,
Yeah.
and we excused it a little too long.
Sure.
How old were you guys when you got out?
Shut up. We don't need to. We don't need to get into it. Did we almost have a television show? Yes.
When did you leave that house after we got the show or no?
Yeah, first season we were living there, and second season we were in the new spot. But we had our own rooms.
Damn.
'Cause-
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because like Dave went out to live with Katie.
Got it.
I think Tim went out to live with Jess. But no, this is a bathroom question.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had our own bathroom
Yes.
where you could climb above the crawl space.
Yes. I remember this.
And we thought it would be funny if you were in the bathroom and we kind of reached down the little window crack and tried to grab at you.
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Was
Oh,
it
that was
funny?
me. Yeah, it was funny. And we passed my kidney stone.
Mitch,
I-
can you pull your mic a little
Oh,
closer?
sure, yeah. It was what a fucking
Yeah, fucking amateur.
amateur
you.
gaff here
Yeah,
I just
what are you
made.
doing?
Yeah,
First
no,
time,
that,
first
I
time
do.
podcasting, Mitch? I mean, come on.
Fuck you.
Take it up with Casey. He's the one who gave you a note on the air.
Well, he was right. I should have pulled it
Yeah,
closer.
you should have.
I remember. I think you did it, and I was probably like taking a shit or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to grab one of those logs.
I loved going to the bathroom. You know, it was. You know what it was fun. It was fun in that house. Like during parties, if I had to use the bathroom, I could. You and Hanford had the safest bathroom, which was like in your bedroom, and it was like separated from the
top
rest
of the Mitch list.
It was top of them. That I was going in there quite a
Wasn't
bit.
there a Van Art's basement bathroom? I
Yes.
it wasn't that one.
Wait, he had one in his room?
Yeah, he had like
No, he didn't
had-
have one in his. Oh, he did.
He had, when we first moved in there, it was like 6 dudes vying for essentially 3 bedrooms, and we kind of figured out who would go where. And Chris just made the push to be like, well, I kind of want my own bathroom and entrance. And like, I have an idea, like, we could just rotate every like 3 or 6 months, like somebody gets the showcase spotlight room, was kind of how he said it. And of course, no, but like once you put your shit in a room,
Just settled in.
we didn't budge for like 8 years.
Yeah, of course.
So he had the spotlight showcase room. That's what we called it.
Yeah, it was a great room.
And you and
For what?
did you and
He
Hanford?
wasn't fucking in there. He was, just not immediately.
Yeah. Look, there wasn't a lot of fucking going on in the house in general.
Ooh, I have a story. Oh, it's not about fucking,
Yeah.
but it's a fun Mitch story in the house.
What?
Fun.
When you first were hanging out,
Yeah.
we were hanging out with like some female friends. Some girls,
Okay.
girls were hanging out. One of them was like really flirty.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we bleep her name?
I know who it is. I know you don't even have to say. I know who it is.
I don't know who it is.
And
but you
it
know
was-
better.
Her name was,
Okay.
Yeah.
and she met you, and you were like a charming dude. We all went to a bar or something like that. And at the end of the night, she was saying goodbye to everybody, and she gave you a hug, and you were smiling wide, and then she jumped up and gave you a little peck
I do remember that.
on the
yeah.
mouth.
Wow.
Charming fella, huh?
Yeah, very much so.
Except he was smiling so wide that she kissed him directly on the
my
teeth.
I remember that. I got a teeth smooch.
Lips not involved.
None.
Wow.
No. Only on the teeth.
A dentist's kiss.
I did get a dentist kiss. I remember that. And also, everyone had a crush on her, and then that
Everyone
was
like, oh,
that ended the story. I only got that was the last time was a tooth kiss, the great tooth kiss. And you know what?
That's nice though.
I haven't washed them since.
well, Weiger, you had a dentist kiss, didn't you? Didn't you have a dentist try and fuck you or something like that?
I had an optometrist who wanted me to kiss her.
Optometrist.
Yeah.
That was an optometrist.
Yeah, it was it was a strange situation. I was just to
Weird
retell
thing
the
where-
story real quick.
Did
I
the
was-
optometrist need glasses? Kidding.
Mitch.
You look great. I would kiss you too if you were in the chair.
No, she was examining like I don't remember what it was exactly, but she was like right up in my face, like as close as this microphone is to my face, like looking in my eyes, and she just said, and it felt like the words escaped her lips, and she didn't realize she was saying it aloud. And she just goes, "Oh, kiss me."
Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of
And
here.
I didn't do anything. I just held completely still.
Dude, you
And then she
blew it.
Continued to examine. It's very strange.
I mean, I wonder what I would have done in that scenario.
Jeez.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's
Is that-
very weird.
That's like
It's the weirdest.
like a bit.
Well, it is like a
Or-
bit, but it's also like if the other thing, if the genders were flipped,
Pretty
I would
risky
it would
bit.
be extremely threatening.
I would be.
Right.
Oh,
But
and-
for me, I'm just
I like that.
okay,
I like that you
well-
flipped the roles and you were the optometrist.
but like if well, I don't know, you're not the type, but if you're a type of guy who just like, I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah.
And like does it like
Maybe it would. Yeah.
If you're on the Beaver Patrol, to cite this week's episode title, if you're on the
Dear
Beaver
God.
Patrol,
Beaver Patrol,
you might be the
you might
kind
be
of guy who acts
inclined
on that.
to take it up.
Do you want one of the original birthday boys' names I pitched was Beaver Fever.
That's right.
Yes.
We
And,
talked about this.
And yeah, it was. I didn't mean it in a dirty way. It was a beaver with a thermometer coming out of its mouth, and it would I thought it was like an animal. It's named after an animal, and everyone was like, "They're gonna think it's dirty,
It
no
sounds
matter
like
what."
you-
And I was
it
like,
sounds like
"Yeah, I
you're
guess you're
horny.
right."
Like a horny guy. I got Beaver
mean,
fever.
It was fun. We did draw it. We drew like a beaver
Yeah, we
with
drew-
a thermometer
we
coming
drew
out of his
a beaver
mouth.
with a thermometer
And there was like
coming
a
out of his
vague pink oval that he was kind of coming out of
Yeah, that's what.
as a nod to the other way it could be taken.
But we went with birthday, but we went with the boy. We
went
went with the
birthday
boys.
boys.
We went
Yeah.
with the
Ugh.
boys,
It was the right call. Jeff, this morning you got yourself a Wendy's Baconator breakfast sandwich. Is that correct?
which we reviewed on the pod with
we
him.
did review on the pod with the Soppy Boys. You came in here with a Wendy's cup that you're
Mhm.
still sipping on from this morning. How did that sandwich land for you?
It's my go-to at Wendy's.
Your go-to.
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, I there have been times where I like wake up early enough. I'm like, ooh, I could get a Baconator. And then if I miss it, I'm like, I'm not going to Wendy's. I was kind of after the Baconator. If it's 10:35,
Yeah.
I'm not like, no, I'll pivot to a chicken sandwich.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going for a breakfast at a,
We tried all of the stuff there.
We
Yeah.
did.
And that was the one where I was like, this is far and away like scratches the itch breakfast Baconator.
Yeah.
I
Are
wonder
you
how
close to a Wendy's?
Kind of on Vermont.
Okay.
it's that funny thing of like, I don't know how successful the Wendy's breakfast is.
They've kept it around, so it's got to be decently
Yeah.
successful.
When I got my order, when they gave me my stuff, the second time they've said this, so it must be part of the script. They said, see you tomorrow for breakfast.
That's pretty
cute.
fucking good,
That's their sign off. Like,
Yeah.
let's make this a daily thing.
Yeah.
which would not be good for you.
No.
Yeah, but I mean, but you got an iced coffee too? Maybe if it turned into your iced coffee place.
I do go too often.
Yeah.
I would say I get it 2 times a month.
You're
Three
a
or
breakfast guy. You're a breakfast sandwich
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
You've always been a breakfast sandwich guy, I feel like.
I'm a breakfast guy. I make eggs.
Yeah.
I love making eggs.
I do bananas like every other day.
Yeah. Bananas, I look, I'm not in the stage to be eating breakfast right now. I went out with this guy the other night and we sang karaoke. It was a disaster. My whole day was destroyed
It wasn't a disaster. You sang
in the middle
Billy
of the night.
Joel, The River of Dreams.
River of Dreams, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, thank you, Amelia. No
Oh,
one
I have a
else thought it was a
video,
good
I think.
choice.
Wow, that's fun.
If I have a video, I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
You
we can post it of me singing in the River of Dreams.
But you made some merriment, and Mitch, you haven't been drinking as much lately, but you kind of y'all kind of went for it, and you're out with the sloppy boys.
That's what happens when you go out with the slop. 2/3 of the sloppy boys.
Yeah, we're known to tie one on.
And the same dude who's just like, I'm getting a drink. You want anything? You're like, I don't know. I maybe do a cider. And then I was even like, I'll help you drink it. And you're like, yeah, that kind of like got you. I'll get a cider. This is the same guy who half an hour later will like get a round of tequila shots.
Yes, right.
Oops.
How do you reconcile the two, Mitch?
It's the slippery slope of alcohol. It's the pitcher plant of like one
That's
drink
the issue.
is too many and 1,000 drinks isn't enough. Once you start drinking, you can't stop. You know, it's like
That's the issue.
that's my problem.
It's that Event Horizon. Yeah, you can never
Yeah.
quite hit it.
That was the, and then I was seeing that Event Horizon. I was out of my mind and got Taco Bell.
Right.
That's the issue for
And
me.
got a
is
bunch
that-
of glass in your face.
Wait, because of Event Horizon.
Yeah. It's a good movie.
We used to do that a lot at your place at Carl's Jr. was the big one that we would go to quite a bit.
We had In-N-Out and
We would
Carl's.
leave parties to go to parties at your house to go down to Carl's Jr.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. That's a good Carl's Jr.
Yeah.
And that was back in the days of like the Philly cheesesteak $6 burger.
Oh, sure. Yeah, the $6 burger, which was marketed as it's a $6 burger, but it costs less than $6 because the idea of a $6 burger was
insane.
And then now it's like you go to Wendy's and get a Big Mac meal and you're paying $15.
You go to Wendy's and you get a Big Mac meal.
Mitch, give me a fucking break, all right? I didn't choke down your throat for having the microphone close enough to your face.
That was
all right?
a fair hit, though, Wags. Fair hit.
You host a food podcast and you're going to Wendy's for a Big Mac.
You guys have been doing this for a long time.
Almost
Too
10
long.
years.
Too long.
We talked about this. It's almost going to. I mean, I think it's almost close to overlapping Birthday Boys.
Overtaking?
Overtaking.
But I
Yeah.
mean, does Birthday Boy still, you're still the Birthday Boys. That's still,
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
still the
yeah.
Birthday Boys. But I'm saying the time that we did stuff together, which ended after the second
Yeah.
season, probably.
But like, didn't like Curb had more seasons than Seinfeld, right? Am I dreaming?
it did.
Oh, yeah.
And like, did Saul have more seasons than Breaking Bad?
Ooh, I don't
Probably.
know. Probably
It's
close.
just funny when that stuff happens because you're like, I don't know.
It feels like
This
the
is the
cultural
Saul.
footprint
We're in the
is
Saul.
different.
I'm in the
yeah.
Saul right now.
This is the Saul, yeah.
Doughboys is the
Oh,
Better
okay.
Call Saul to Birthday Boys Breaking Bad.
Do you think little kids are growing up wanting to be podcasters now?
Definitely, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That
Sad
sucks.
little
That
kid.
sucks.
That is a bummer. Amelia's shaking her head no. She doesn't agree.
I don't think so.
Amelia, you're a Zoomer. We're talking about Gen Alpha.
Wow,
Gen Alpha?
I forgot there's a Gen after Zoomer.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the last.
They'll be the
year.
last.
I'm
They'll
a
be the
mil-
last.
I'm a
Don't worry
millennial.
about it.
Man, if I have a child that will be born in Gen Beta. Duts. I miss those days. I miss you standing guard of me jacking off and you reaching for me when I'm taking a shit and
Yeah.
getting my teeth kissed. Oh, those were the days.
I do have one more bathroom story. Did we tell it?
No, which one?
Remember after we shot 3 Problems in America?
No.
So this was your Birthday Boys sketch. It was kind of like if people haven't seen, loosely a spoof of like
Which
a
when
Rage
we were
Against the
pitching the
Machine sort of.
Doughboys show at Comedy Central,
Yeah.
Jack Black, I've told this story. Jack Black came downstairs and he saw me and he started going, "Let me tell you about the Promise in America." He started singing
Yeah.
the sketch and he had been on our show before. He was on the second season of our show, but this was like a few years after he was on our show, even.
That's cool, man.
And
He
Wags was
is-
there, and Wags left to go fill the meter.
Oh, see, Jack
Jack Black came over and talked to us. Wags left the conversation
Oh, he's gonna
to
get a
go put
parking ticket.
quarters in his fucking
I'm
meter.
gonna get a
Man,
fucking ticket.
like that Jack moment, like could that happen in front of like the exec or at least their assistant?
No, yeah,
Like-
no one
yeah,
saw
Like
it.
that
No,
that
no
would
one
be
saw
like
it,
a
yeah.
show seller.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
No one saw it. Just Weiger who left. And Susser was there too, I believe. Yeah.
That's fun.
he would be there.
But after
That guy rules. I love that guy.
yeah, he really is like as good as they say.
Yeah.
But what's the bathroom story?
Well, after we shot 3 Problems in America on the train tracks,
I remember this at Griffith Park, the train tracks.
remember we both have to go to the bathroom
It's a possibility.
and we went to a Burger King?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and that was so bad. And it was a Jack in the Box,
Oh,
and that was bad news. That we were.
what did we both eat the night before or whatever? Like
I don't know,
how
but it was one of those scenarios where I was in the bathroom and I heard a person like in the bathroom be like, "Oh God,"
Jesus.
like as it was
But
happening.
it was both of us, and I had to like wait for you to finish, and
You had
then
to wait
I had
for
to
me to
walk into
finish.
like a post-apocalyptic bathroom and do the same thing again. It was like both just like punishing this toilet with like,
I think they did. They boarded up the Jack in the Box. I don't think they ever.
like,
I
this
think-
thing is a total do-over. Just bulldoze it.
You know, in Chernobyl, where they poured cement
Yeah.
over it. I believe. I think even with the employees inside, I think they just fucking. It was bad news.
Ain't no Jack in the Box here, never was.
It was bad. We've shared a lot of bathroom
Yeah,
stories
you don't
together.
want to do scatological
Not all-
stories, but
No.
Not all of them jacking off either. A lot of them were just plain shit. Interesting, right?
I was interested. I haven't heard that story, and I feel like I've heard most of your shit stories.
We were filming in like the cheapest studio, like way down in like city of industry,
But
basically.
like those times where you're like out in public and you're just like in agony dying for any option, and then you have a friend who's in that same situation. I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of like
that we linked up.
that was like a nice kindred spirit bonding sort
Yeah,
of
for
moment.
sure.
And I was like, it was one of those scenarios where I was like, you've been there with me, where
Oh,
I
definitely.
need to, I got a colonoscopy.
But it is a thing of
I
like
have trouble with this stuff.
the specific circumstance of I just need to use a restroom. It's unavoidable. I'm not gonna be able to
primal.
make it home. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be able to make it to like a hotel room or something. I'm not gonna have any privacy. Whatever the closest bathroom is, I'm just gonna have to use it. And if it's like a public park or like a shitty fast food restaurant with a line for the restroom, it's like the worst, most degrading thing. And then sometimes you just have to do it. Your body just requires it.
Oh my god, I may have told this. Oh, do we need to just tell all these kinds of stories?
we do.
Yeah.
All right, one time
Amelia loves it.
after a birthday boys kiss from daddy show, we were like staying at Birds or like hanging out at Birds. I probably had like a spicy a buffalo chicken.
Man, let me tell you, if you had to go use the bathroom at Birds, you were in big trouble.
Here's the thing. Okay,
It's a bar next to UCB, and it's what got one of the men's room. I remember specifically has both a toilet and a urinal and no separation. It's just
Yes.
a one.
If
one
you
unit
walk, when you
bathroom.
open the door, straight ahead is a toilet. So if you think about like a hallway of a bathroom, there's a toilet straight ahead. So if someone was just in there taking a number 2,
which you might
Yeah.
see.
which you might see.
like-
Sometimes there were just guys who don't care.
Yeah.
okay. Well, we had a great show.
Oh, I'm sure
Birthday
about
boys
it.
crushed. Kiss from daddy even more so.
Wow.
So we go next door to celebrate.
Yeah.
I eat apparently as many spicy chicken things as I possibly could.
Yeah.
Then I go to my girlfriend's place
hmm
and I stayed the night. The next morning I was like, oh boy, I need to stop home before I go to work.
Yeah.
And couldn't make it.
Oh no.
I'm passing the block and I was like, Birds, perfect, the scene of the crime. And so I pulled over because they were open
Yeah.
and I walked in, I like sort of like nervously poked in and the bar back is kind of cleaning the glasses.
yeah.
I just don't make eye contact and speed walk to the back. I do it there.
You're home free.
I set up
Yep.
shop in the bathroom and then one of the employees walked in.
While you were doing it?
Yeah. And so you're just like sort of looking right at the person.
Wow.
Oh, dude. You can never go back to Birds, my man.
I did.
How did you
course.
react when they did that?
I was just like, oh, and they were like, oh, sorry, you can't be, oh, sorry. Because it was sort of like, hey, we didn't think anybody was here. We're not open.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's fucking embarrassing.
That's sometimes
as
the thing.
hell.
Like yeah, bar. It seems like it's like it's in operation, but no, they just got the lights on. They're doing side work. They're not actually selling anything yet. Yeah, but bars it feels like are specifically perilous having to take a crap at a bar.
Ugh.
It's like never.
I'll do anything to avoid it.
It's always like it's always feels unhygienic, and it
Yeah.
always feels like not private enough.
Mhm.
And then like you can always just
And people get mad at you.
because there's always a line because so many people just
Yeah.
have to pee, and
Yeah.
so if like you're the guy who's using taking the bathroom for themselves to take a big shit, it's like horrible.
Like, I'm doing bumps too.
doing bumps and shitting more as you're doing it. Whoa! Neil Campbell, right next door, was in the bathroom of UCB, and a rat jumped on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. One last bathroom story. This one's not gross.
Also, all this is happening, by the way, because before the episode even started, I said that I have to go to the bathroom. This is the truth.
We've got like a ticking clock for this episode. At some point, you may have to go.
We're talking Oppenheimer.
Come on.
More like Ploppenheim.
More like Ploppenheimer. You're right.
Oh my god.
All right, non-disgusting bathroom story.
UCB Franklin.
Yes.
There's all that graffiti on the inside. It's like, oh, well, Besser was here. Or
Yeah.
whatever. That's
That's the big tag. Besser was here.
there's other ones.
Yeah. Besser rules.
Do you
I love Besser.
Why is Besser right? Yeah, I don't know why he's the only one tagging
Me,
back
Hart Besser.
there.
But if you look up, there's like a hole in like the left side wall. There's like a punch. There's like a punch hole, but it's oddly high.
Mm-hmm. Wait, which bathroom is it?
The tiny bathroom in the mirrored, in like the changing room, the mirrored area.
You might be talking about
bathroom.
the exact spot where the rat ran up and scurried up.
I bet you. I bet you.
Yeah.
They're also famously a very unprivate bathroom. A lot of times there'll be a bunch of people like changing back there, and just like, oh well, this is my one option.
Yeah.
Well,
there'll be improv teams, and they'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they'll just hear like as they're doing that.
It'll be so loud it like throws off the count. They have to start over again.
And it is kind of an equalizer because I've seen like every single person have to go back there and do, you know what I mean? Like
fucking awful.
Yeah.
Well, this is like during a New Year's party. Back when the UCB New Year's party used to be like,
now you really don't want to go in there.
Yeah, it used to be like all the rage. And I remember thinking like, hey, this bathroom's like kind of skinny enough that I think I can sort of like put my feet on one wall and my hands on the other and sort of like climb up to the ceiling and scare the next person who comes in.
That's funny.
And so
what's up with you and bathroom scares?
That's when they're you're
the bathroom
duck, man.
You're the bathroom scare.
So I'm like,
it does probably help you get everything out.
So I'm scooching up, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, scooch. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like good 5 feet up in the air. And then I realized that I'm like blocking the light, the ceiling light.
Oh, wow.
That would be a tell for anybody that I was hoping to scare.
Sure.
But I still am like, I'm going to see how high I can go. And I get a little bit higher, and then my butt pushed into the wall and created that dent.
You're responsible for
the rat's home?
Like, yeah, I guess I made the rat's home.
What a reveal.
It was like crunch. Oh, I better get down and get out of here. Get back to the party, man.
Can I also make a confession? That rat, every comedy bit I've done, he's under my hat. He controls me.
Pulling your hair?
He's pulling my hair and he's controlling me.
Oh, no.
He's a really funny rat.
Yeah.
Because I'm really funny, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what it translates to.
Yeah, he's a really funny rat.
All right, we're this the
no
theme.
more shit talk.
No, thank God.
I don't think I have. Yeah, I don't know if I have anything queued up.
Mm.
Yeah.
Amelia?
Let me think about it.
All right.
We'll come
One
back to
time
it.
I
if
ate
need be.
20 packing peanuts and I
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
New Year's you had the New Year's Eve at UCB. You get any nice teeth kisses?
No.
Oh,
Just
missed
lips.
out. Oh.
Oh, I have a good one.
You have a good bathroom story?
Yeah. So when I was a teenager, we call this in my family, it's known as the brown unicorn story.
God. It's already disgusting.
Christ.
Like Dutton, I like to pull pranks on my family members in the bathroom, around the bathroom. We're very
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Your lives are very different from mine. Keep going.
Just like pull bathroom pranks a lot. So
Yeah.
I was doing this thing where I would put raisinets in the toilet and I wait for my dad's scorpion to find them.
Wait.
How
Oh,
old
your
were
dad's
you?
scorpion.
My dad,
Right.
this was between the ages of like 10 and 20.
Okay.
This is good.
Great. Yeah, good range.
But this story takes place from when I was maybe like 15, 16.
Okay, you were 15 at the time.
Yeah. So I was putting
So
raisinets
exactly in the middle, between 10 and 20.
Also, a huge swath of time where you like change as an individual like more than you do at any point in your life.
I didn't change at all. So I was putting raisinets in the toilet. I was putting baked beans on the rim of the toilet and leaving it there for Scorpion to find.
Jesus.
And he'd be like, haha, Amelia, very funny. And then he'd like, he didn't think it was funny.
Yeah.
So
Eat the raisinets.
Raisinets is funny because it's like rabbit turds.
Yeah.
It's like a
yeah.
I've had some raisinette. I've been in that area before.
Keep going. Keep going with
big
your
raisinette.
Oh, okay. I'll make it quick.
Never seen a raisinette that big.
Well, one day I took a shit that somehow breached the surface of the toilet.
Oh my God.
Wait, you mean the water or the bowl?
The bowl.
What the fuck?
Wow, how is that
It
possible?
was like it just like
my
stood
God.
erect outside. I don't know how it happened, but it wasn't even. It was out of the water, out of the rim of the bowl.
Washington Monument, but brown.
Exactly. It looked just like that, and I was like, you know what would be funny if I left it here. I left it. Well, I did try. I tried to flush it. It didn't go down.
And let me guess, Scorpio was like, "Oh, one of these big raisinets." Nice try.
You're exactly right. Scorpion went in and he was like, "Ha, very funny, baked beans again." And he touched it and he sniffed it and he was like, "That's not baked beans."
No.
Scorpion,
Ah.
you're disgusting.
Amelia, you're making me gag.
And then he washed his hands, and now it's known as the brown unicorn.
Oh.
How did you unclog the toilet?
It wasn't clogged. He's actually Scorpion was.
Wait, you tried to flush it, it didn't flush, and
It
then
didn't flush. I left it because I thought it'd be funny.
yeah.
Scorpion touched it. Here's the thing. Why would you even touch it even if it was baked beans?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
Why would you touch anything brown that's in or around
Well,
the
you
toilet?
cried
I
wolf
don't
so many
know.
times, you figured it wasn't.
It's true, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
So-
also could just throw it back and say, "Why would you do what you did?"
He said, I
The
don't know
onus is
how
not
he
on
did
him.
it, but he said he broke it up into little pieces and then flushed it.
Got it.
Oh my
Like,
fucking
yeah, get the
God.
hedge clippers. We're gonna start
my God.
chunking this up.
It's
Truly,
probably
Onion
because
mustard.
you eat packing peanuts that they're so fucking. It probably is a part of the reason why these things are like coming out so.
yes.
Look, I don't know how this maybe is a one rare instance of the brown unicorn, but
No.
that really almost made me retch.
Really,
I was
truly the most revolting
staying-
thing that maybe has ever been said on the podcast.
Yeah, and also,
Okay.
On any podcast.
which by
well
the way
done.
is not also it's not surprising for us
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Stalactite spire poking out of a
Oh,
fucking
that's good.
toilet bowl like a middle finger at Almighty God. It's disgusting.
Oh my God. You should. That is a really beautiful rendition of it. You should-
Well, it's yours. Okay, so let's talk about Beaver Patrol. Let's shift from shit to mustard. Because shit is brown.
Yes.
Shit can sometimes be yellow. Mustard is yellow, can sometimes be brown. We're going to talk about the whole gamut of
Good
different
point.
mustard varietals here.
Mhm.
And this is stuff that instead of coming out of your asshole, goes into your mouth. So that's a key
A
difference
reverse
between
tenet.
mustard and shit. Kind of a reverse tenet sort of situation.
All right, goes in your mouth. No, it
It's
is
a tenet.
It's a tenet.
It's a straight up tenet.
no. I mean, is it a reverse tenet?
A reverse tenet is when you're shitting. No, reverse tenet was you're sucking shit up into your ass.
Yeah, but we called shitting reverse tenets.
Yeah.
So this is a reverse tenet.
This is
too,
a
I
reverse
guess,
tenet, yeah.
because
A
you're just
reverse
eating.
tenet of a way, in a sense. So here's the thing. I want to do this episode, not get into this truly disgusting subject matter. I want to talk about these mustards because I love them. I am a big fan of the Beaver brand mustards. Beaverton Foods, the company, was founded in 1929, so it is in its 95th year of operation. This is an OG business, founded by Italian immigrant Rose Beege, who bottled horseradish in her cellar to
Beege.
survive the Great Depression. Beaver brand is the first brand to sell horseradish cream and also the first brand to sell honey mustard commercially.
Wow.
We're gonna taste their honey mustard. Has an
And we
array
brought-
of condiments, but its focus is mustard, and that's what we're tasting today.
We brought on our boy, the biggest fan of Beaver there is,
Yeah.
Jeff Dutton.
We're here on Beaver
You got the
Patrol
right guy.
with a man who's continually on the prowl trying to trap the beeve. So Beaver brand mustards were first introduced to me by my brother, Nate Weiger. He was a
Wow,
big, like, you got to
alpha.
try this Beaver stuff. And one of them in particular, a few of these, but in particular, the sweet hot mustard.
It was
Weiger,
a funny setup.
Dude, I swear we had an interaction years ago.
Yeah.
Mustard came up.
Yes.
And I was talking about that Engelhofer sweet hot mustard.
Right.
And like that's kind of my go-to when I can't find that, or let's be honest, this is way cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
I'll get the Beaver Sweet Hot, and I mentioned it to you, and I remember you being like, "That's a good mustard."
Yeah, it's a great mustard.
Beaver Sweet Hot.
Yeah,
That's some good
Beaver
mustard.
Sweet Hot.
We know you are also a mustard enthusiast, though. What's mustard rank in your condiment?
I was so pumped about mustard. And I like do all different kinds and stuff. Like I like the natural ones that are like very seedy.
Yeah.
That are almost like remember Floam?
Floam.
I remember Floam.
There's Gack and then there's Floam.
Oh, Floam. Okay.
Yeah, come on. You don't remember Floam?
No, but I thought you were talking about a condiment. I was like trying to place it.
No,
I was
because
like,
it's
in the
it's
context
got
of Gack, yes.
it's got little pellets of styrofoam in it,
right.
about the size of a mustard seed, and
Ask
it's kind
Dan
of
Schneider about it if you don't know.
I'll send him a text.
Is there? Wait. Oh, Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
He didn't
Nickelodeon.
have a weird Floam thing, I hope.
No, he had a lot of weird things, but I don't know. He's Weiger's friend.
But anyway, a good natural mustard is going to be a little like Floam.
It's gonna be a little Floamy. I know what you're saying. I get that.
Have I told you the Dan Schneider story? I can't tell it on the pod, but
Oh, I would love to.
okay.
You got to tell it
I'll
afterwards.
tell later.
I get what you're saying with Floam. Floam,
He's
another.
not my friend. This is not, just to clarify, the secret Dan Schneider story. He's not my friend.
Yeah. The thing with Floam is another non-edible thing, like packing peanuts.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to eat it, but I know the texture of Floam that you're talking about.
And the mouthfeel.
And the mouthfeel. I mean, you're not supposed to eat it, but I know what you're talking about. By the way, when Nate Weiger said, "I got to get you some Beaver," I don't think he was talking about. I'm glad that's what you settled on. Thanks, Nate. I got some. Are you just like coming home with 70 mustards?
I used a search engine for Beaver. Alta Vista told me that Beaver brand is what I'm looking for.
Ooh, time period accurate. I like it.
Okay, so we have all, I'm going to list these all off, but I think the way we're actually going to go through these is in order of like most normal and like most conventional, most classic. So we've got a Chinese mustard, we've got a classic yellow mustard, a Coney Island mustard, a cranberry mustard, deli mustard, Dijon mustard, mild Dijon mustard, ghost pepper mustard, hickory bacon mustard, honey mustard, jalapeno mustard, stone ground mustard, and sweet hot mustard. Let's start with the classic yellow.
Man.
Hand us all a plate. Why? Can we nuke the pretzels quickly?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you need a bathroom break? Because this will be opportunity.
Time.
Okay, great. We'll keep
I'm
going.
gonna keep defiant. No.
I'm gonna keep going.
All right. Thank you, Amelia.
No.
All right. So I'm going to start as I do this. I'm just going to put a little reservoir on everyone's plate. How about
Sure.
that? And one thing
We
I
can
like
all
about the
squeeze.
Beaver brand.
I like the idea of each of us having a plate. You squirt your mustard and you pass it around.
Okay. We'll each do our own squirt. One thing I like about the Beaver brand is they've got like a
Thank you.
big wide mouth nozzle. Like
Yeah.
I like that it's like pretty easy to get out of there.
Like a big slam.
Yeah, it is like a
the
big
fuck is
slam.
this? This little fucking.
There's residue. Don't worry about it.
I got a little.
It's funny that you think of condiments, you immediately think of Heinz, but
Sure.
French's is like nobody's touching French's. Is this going to even touch French's?
I don't know. I think that I mean I love French's. I do like a yellow French's mustard. It's great.
Yeah.
But I think some of these specialty mustards are pretty damn good.
I agree. Here's what I will say is that I don't feel as strongly about the French yellow mustard as I do about the Heinz basic ketchup as just a baseline.
Sure.
Mhm.
And I've actually had Heinz ketchup. Heinz mustard.
But isn't that weird to come across when you're like, huh?
Yeah, Heinz mustard. Well, I got it at Costco because they had a pack of mustard, ketchup, and
Relish.
So I was like, all right,
Yeah.
fine, I'll give this a go. And I was having this like, this Heinz
That's-
mustard ain't bad. The yellow
That's
mustard.
how they
not
get
bad.
you. That's how they get you.
Yeah.
The combo packs,
The
and then the
combo pack.
relish. You got the relish lasts for a long time.
And sweet relish too.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
No,
I'm a
me
dill
neither.
dude.
I like the dill more.
You like the dill more?
Yeah.
I like sweet relish. Okay.
The one I got at Costco was great. I went through it, but like, yeah, if I'm buying them a la carte, I would not opt for the Heinz mustard, and I would not opt for the sweet relish.
Coney Island mustard. That's an interesting one. I wonder what the flavor difference. I'm sure that a lot of New York people are mad here, but a mustard Joey Chestnut must be.
That's
used
right.
to.
Well, some of these I'm less familiar with. Like some of these I've never had.
I thought there were maybe 4 or 5 tops. Like I'd seen, 4 or 5 tops.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going with these. I'm going to take the Dijon next, and I'm going to squeeze a little bit on my plate, and we can just kind of keep going with these.
I think you're going out of control right now. I think that
Oh, God. I got a little pre-cum here.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't shake it up, so it got a little bit, just a little drizzle of separated vinegar. There we go. There's a nice little healthy.
My plate looks like it's got a little crim on there, too.
There you go. So this is the regular Dijon, and then we've also got the mild Dijon. Mild Dijon.
That's getting very close to his other mustards. Slight possibility of contamination.
This one is made with white wine. I'm not sure what. I guess should have just a milder flavor.
Wait, are we gonna dump all mustards before we start tasting?
No, this is insane.
I just figured we get ahead of it a little bit.
Let's do three.
All right, so here's I'm gonna grab one of these pretzels. We got these soft pretzels. What brand were these, Amelia?
Super pretzel.
What was that?
Super pretzel.
Brand is Super Pretzel.
That's what it was.
Got it. So we have some microwave soft pretzels that we're using for dipping.
And I said, ooh, super pretzel. Then you said, I love them. And you said, one man's trash. That's what you said to me. I remember that, Amelia.
Yeah.
Okay. The yellow mustard
Very judgy. I didn't judge you when you left a giant dookie fucking coming out of your toilet.
Said you almost retched. That is judgment.
Okay. The yellow mustard is very standard. The Dijon mustard, I understand why they have a mild Dijon. Is I kind of like almost choke a little bit there because that Dijon is pretty potent. Let me try the mild for.
All right, regular mustard's going in now.
Ooh, I like that Dijon.
I do like the Dijon, and I do like that mild quite a bit. It's got almost a little bit more tang to it.
Holy
So the vinegar stands out a little bit more.
What is the Dijon?
Yeah.
That sting. That's not a horseradish sting. That's just straight up mustard seed sting, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure if this one has added horseradish. They do have horseradish mustards.
Right, but like that sort of like wasabi creeping sinus sting that you associate with horseradish, you also get it from mustard.
Right.
Dijon mustard.
This one's pretty potent.
Ooh.
Okay,
I like it, but a little goes a long way with that proper Dijon.
Yeah, I like Dijon's good.
Casey, where do you stand on mustard?
Both great.
I like mustard. I'm when I eat a hot dog, just mustard, please.
Yeah.
Woo.
That's how I do
just
it.
Mustard.
No ketchup.
And just straight up yellow mustard.
I'll kind of go with whatever they got. I love going to like this place downtown, like those brat places like Wurst Kutch.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
They got like a varietals.
Yeah, a bunch of different sausages. Yeah.
I'll try them all.
Those are a hoot. These are all good.
Call Dr. Guillaume because this is a sinus cleanser. That's my ENT, Dr. Guillaume.
I'm gonna go back to that Dijon.
Yeah, I like the
Burn me
Dijon.
You
out.
didn't even listen to me.
I like it.
What did you want from that? Okay.
Call Dr. Guillaume, Wags.
I will. I kind of like the mild more, I think.
I like both of them.
They're both good.
If it's on a sandwich, I don't know. It's funny to go like straight to the dome with these.
It is.
Like, under what circumstances are you having this much mustard?
Look, I don't want to cause any panic, but I think we might need more pretzels.
Oh, I have
Get packing
another box.
peanuts.
I'm not going to use the packing peanuts, which Amelia put in a bowl to
Well,
eat.
I've eaten so far. Look, we have like 14 mustards to get through. Tasted 3 of them. I've eaten half of one soft pretzel, so we might have enough with the remaining pretzels we
We
have.
also
Here.
have another pack of
Supers?
supers.
And we have
yeah.
hard pretzels if you want to do that. All right, I've got the
Great.
The next 3, let's do them.
We got a honey mustard, we got a deli mustard, we got a stone ground mustard. Now, do you want me to do all these first, or should we divide?
I think I got to try these all on their own.
Okay.
That's a good yellow mustard.
Yeah.
Right?
There's the honey mustard that's being circulated. The deli mustard is up next. Now, this is the thing: is like the individual bottles don't necessarily have a lot of context for what the flavors are. They're just kind of the same copy on each of them.
Let me tell you, as I get older, just a horseradish
buddy.
is. I like a good horseradish. I like a.
Me too. I put it in tuna.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness, so fun!
Put a big glob in there. Oh, that deli, that's got that phloem.
Yeah, and then we've got the stone ground,
shit.
which I think is even more phloemy.
Fuck yeah.
Boy,
Oh,
this
yeah, this
stone
is
ground
phloem.
is lots of stones in it.
Honey mustard I was introduced to at, I think, Wegmans in
Oh
Ithaca.
yeah.
That's a delectable honey mustard.
I love that Wegmans so much.
Yep.
I will say this Beaver brand honey mustard, quite good.
Okay, I'm going honey. Here we go.
I'm trying the deli mustard now. I do you like the visible granules when you get the deli mustard? I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really fun.
Going into the honey mustard.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Honey is light and sweet.
Honey mustard is good. What do you eat honey mustard with? I mean, on a sandwich, it's a little overpowering on a sandwich.
I like it on a sandwich.
Amelia, what was that? Was that a toilet flush?
No, that was. I went to open a video that Emma sent us of Jemmy getting groomed at Jess Rona's.
Wow.
And it made a lot. It made a lot of noise.
I'm sure it'll be all over social by the time this episode's out.
Yeah, I'm gonna heat up that other pack of supers.
Thank you.
Deli. Okay.
All right, a lot of chewing this episode. Apologies to our listeners who have misophonia and remind us that it is real.
I think I would go with the I'd go with the stone ground mustard of all of
Mitch,
these.
I agree. The stone ground is great, but
It's
I do like
really
that honey
good.
mustard a lot as honey mustards go. I agree with you that honey mustard is pretty situational. There's a lot of context where, it's just like almost like this becomes the mustard is becoming the star of the show, and I don't necessarily need that for my mustard. But there are times when I like honey mustard. Like not like a burger. I'm not gonna do that on a burger.
Nuggets.
Yeah, nuggets, it actually absolutely works. And honestly, I think something a context like dipping a soft pretzel is like where honey mustard is proven its mettle. What do you think, Dut?
I used to get it on that Wegmans, like, what was it called? Like Danny's Favorite or something like that. It was just like the Italian kind of 3-meat big old sub. And I liked just because it's a mustard, but it's also kind of like a sweet glaze, you know? It was nice on a big fat sub. I keep coming back to that Dijon.
The Dijon's good.
The Dijon's very good.
Still kind of the winner for me.
Yeah. But there's got to be horseradish in that, right? It is very...
I don't know.
Okay, so the next up we have a Coney Island. Now this is mustard rich with onions, pickles, and tomatoes.
Okay.
So that's what's going on there. That's what makes it Coney. I'm gonna squeeze myself a little dollop here.
Ooh, oh man.
What?
Like I said, to call Dr. Gia, my sinuses get fucking cleared out every time I have a bite of that Dijon mustard.
Now, this one, we're talking about, heat here. I wonder if we should hold off on this one. Maybe I will, because the Chinese mustard says it's extra hot. So maybe we'll do this cranberry mustard. This is rich with honey and tangy cranberries. And then for audio listeners, this one has a deep purple hue. Like this one almost looks like ube. It really looks nothing like the mustards that we've had so far. I guess that cranberry is just so...
Well, Wags, I'm looking at this right now. I'm reading the back of this. Here, I'm reading the back of this bad boy here. Now spanning 4 generations, our family-owned and operated business is as passionate today as when Grandma Rose.
Into the mic, Mitch.
When our Grandma Rose sold our very first jar, creating award-winning condiments with bold flavors is our love in life. Enjoy. That's on the back of each one of these.
This one is also pretty promises to be extra hot. This is a jalapeno mustard bursting with peppers and garlic. Hand that over to you, Jeff.
This Dijon mustard doesn't have any horseradish in it. It's not on the label.
That's what. It is just mustard seed powder that's freaking you out. Man, these are some chunkers, huh?
These are this is the thing. The viscosity of these, they get a little
there's like a lot of fresh vegetables chunking out.
Exactly. There's a lot going on with them. All right, I'm going to start with the Coney Island mustard.
Yeah.
Which I think is, yes.
Yeah.
There we go. It's the yellower one.
I don't know about cranberry mustard. I'm just going to say that right now, where I'm not just sure about cranberry mustard.
Oh, the Coney one is fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
That I could see just putting on a hot dog and then I'm set.
Why? It's kind of like that idea I had, remember? Ketchup and stuff?
Yeah, I like ketchup and stuff. Repitch it so Dutton can evaluate.
My idea for ketchup and stuff is like, when like you're dipping your burger in and then there's like onion in there and pickle pieces.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's the idea for ketchup and stuff. It's like a little piece of lettuce.
That's great.
And pickle and all in the ketchup.
You gotta, like the stuff that breaks off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's funny because when it's chips and dips, that actually pisses me off.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
When you break off a ruffle and some sour cream, you're like,
that's annoying.
But then when you fish it out, it's like, hey, now my dip has like an extra little prize in it.
Yeah, a little more texture.
And that's fun.
So I guess it's not all bad.
Man, you guys both did a much better job than me. On my plate is I'm almost out of room on my plate.
You're surrounded.
I am surrounded. Let's see what happens here with this.
Are we doing crayon?
I did do cram. I'm not sure how I feel about Crown. I'm gonna take another bite.
You know what? I'm with you on this Coney Island one. I did not know that it's basically ketchup and stuff. It's mustard and stuff, basically.
Ooh, I yell at the Sloppy Boys for eating on the mic all the time. They would tear me apart knowing I was eating on the mic like this.
Well,
this
it is a
this
drink
the Doughboys.
podcast.
I know, but
So what do they eat? Oh, when you're trying food, or
I don't know, like they'll try and like sneak snacks and stuff, and
Yeah.
I just like I hear it, or like we did a Hot Ones episode
Yeah.
where we were kind of eating wings or whatever, and it is gross. I don't know if I have like misophonia or whatever, but I really do try and police that.
well, you were
And-
editing them for a while too, weren't you?
Yeah, but so how often do you guys eat on the mic? I thought the
We're pretty good about not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think we're chewing into the mic too aggressively.
I have been.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you're chewing into the mic and then you move it away so you can talk.
Mhm.
I have finished my first pretzel. I'm glad we got additional pretzels. Good call, Mitch. I think the cranberry mustard has got too much going on. I don't think I need it. I think it's a little too sweet and also a little too specifically cranberry.
You know what's funny? I don't like the jalapeno mustard. I thought I would. It's got a kick to it.
It's spicy. I like the jalapeno mustard quite a bit. I think that's really
It's got too much of
flavorful.
a weird sweetness to it.
I don't know. I kind of like that element.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is what it is. It's what it says on the tin, you know.
Yeah.
The cranberry mustard reminds me of the Easy Squirt. You know what I'm saying? The Heinz, like.
Put it on a gobbler.
Oh,
Think about it.
I
Would
like
that work on a
That's-
gobbler? Because I guess I do like I don't ever put mustard on a gobbler, but I'll put the.
I think that
put
would work
mayo
really
on it.
well on a gobbler. I think Dutz is right.
These are all like B to C tier for me this round. Ugh, excuse me.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna have hiccups.
From the spice? I get that sometimes.
I think I can will it away.
Yeah. What's your technique for getting rid of hiccups?
I can tell you what the actual technique is.
Please.
I
Okay.
hold my breath for.
Yeah, I hold my
30
breath for
seconds.
so long.
I can do
Thank you,
that too.
Amelia.
I can do that too. But I was at a party and I was plugging my nose and drinking water.
Okay.
And Jocelyn, you know Jocelyn,
I know, Jocelyn, yeah.
she was like, no, you're only halfway there. And she plugged my ears.
Whoa.
Plug your nose, plug your ears. You might need a partner and drink water slowly. Cured like that. So
Wow.
like that, for me, that was the trick.
Well, I used to hold my nose and drink water because I learned that from Sesame Street.
Yeah, like you're supposed to trick your body into thinking that it's drowning, I heard.
Yeah, okay. But then I eventually
Really?
I on my own, I think if I just hold my breath, I don't think I need to be drinking the water too.
But-
But then I have to hold my breath for so long.
And then you're holding your breath and hiccuping at the same time. That can be like a little uncomfy.
What I'll do is if I have a hiccup, I'll restart. That's like, okay, time to take another big gulp of breath and then hold it for so long. What happened?
Ah! Ah! Fuck!
You touched a hot pretzel and your hand is burned.
Pretzel burn my fucking hand.
They're hot, by the way.
Ugh. First the brown unicorn, and now the hot pretzel. You are the finest pranker there is, Amelia. It is hot.
Is it hot?
It is. They're
Don't
pretty hot.
burn yourself. Wait for a
What are you
fucking
talking about? It's
second.
fucking fine. Shut up. All right, let's move on to another mustard, Wags.
Yeah, we got some more here. Where's everyone standing so far? Do we got a favorite?
I have two favorites. I'm gonna put them forward right now. One is stone ground mustard,
I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
and then my other one is I'm with Dutz, classic Dijon.
Full strength Dijon.
I will go. I like stone ground and I like that jalapeno.
Yeah.
But I
That's
also,
all right. I think I disagree with you a
but I
little
also
bit.
like the regular honey mustard. I think that's pretty good.
I do think that the Coney Island one is fun, but after a few bites of it, I'm like, meh.
It's a little sticky sweet too with that sweet relish.
Yeah.
All right, we've got
Dutz is not a sweet relish guy.
we got a few here. I don't know what's going to be the hottest. I
Are
imagine
these
the
all
ghost
hot
pepper.
towards the end?
Yeah.
We've got the hickory bacon, which we can start with. I'm not going to have any of these because this does have real bacon in it. But yeah, y'all can try this one. Let me know what you think. And then we'll get the final three queued up, which is the Chinese mustard, which is extra hot, the sweet hot mustard, which is not particularly hot, but does have some horseradish character to it, and the ghost pepper mustard, which I imagine is the hottest.
Woo.
Can I tell you what I think?
Yeah.
I think you should do your fucking job and eat the bacon mustard.
Oh God. Mitch. What an awful thing to say.
You're my boy, Dutz. That hasn't changed. Wags hasn't made it yet.
I don't want to be your boy.
I don't want to be here.
I'm my own boy. That's who I want to be. I want to be
Fuck.
me.
I
Okay,
gotta say
I'm
this.
squeezing out
Wags,
some of this ghost mustard. This ghost pepper mustard is very red.
I'm gonna say
which to me
this.
is alarming.
right off the bat, Wags.
Yeah.
Where did it go?
You
Where
said
did-
What do you got?
this one?
Wags,
hey,
Cream
hey,
you
bacon?
did not miss a thing. This is my least favorite mustard.
Your least favorite.
Hold on.
Hickory bacon is my least favorite so far.
Let me get in there.
Amelia, what's your mustard preference?
Oh yeah.
I like brown mustard a lot.
It's bad.
Yeah.
I like when it has that horseradishy, heady, nasally burn.
Have you had the sweet hot?
I haven't.
I'd be interested in your perspective on this, but you might like the Dijon because that one's definitely got that sort of kick to it, as does the mild Dijon. We're going to try this Chinese mustard too, which I imagine will have some of that. Let me see if this has any horseradish in it. It does not. I don't think so. Water, mustard seed, vinegar, a bunch of spices, and ginger. All right, let me. I've sprayed all three of these onto my plate. Here you go. Here's the Chinese.
Thanks.
The jalapeno one has too much of like a tomato taste to it. I do not like it, and I do not like this bacon one.
Okay. What are you tasting from the bacon one?
It's like a smoky.
Chinese.
Oh yeah, that was the Chinese. Here's the sweet hot.
My nose is running. I'll say
Wow,
that much
okay.
now.
Hello, old friend.
What do you say?
Hello, old friend. I love that sweet hot.
I love it. And there's the ghost pepper. All right, I am gonna have.
I love a good Chinese mustard. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, let me try this Chinese mustard.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good. I like that a
Oh
lot.
yeah. That
It's potent. It's got a little bit of sourness to it, which is nice. Yeah, that one will clear you out.
Ooh.
Amelia, you might like this one.
Mmm.
I'll get in there.
The sweet hot.
damn.
I mean,
Here you
that's
go.
what I remember from Chinese restaurants as a kid.
No,
Was like my parents were like, "This is mustard, but you're not gonna want it. It's like the hot Chinese mustard."
Ooh,
that's good.
that really.
God, that sweet hot rules. I love it.
Dr. Guillaume, you're not going to have to use any of your instruments to look through up my nose here.
Save your instruments today.
Save your instruments, Dr. Guillaume.
I maybe just had too much of this ghost pepper
The
one.
Dr. Guillaume stuff's not going over like I wanted it to.
Yeah, I would guess it's like maybe not a universal reference.
Yeah, I guess not everyone who goes to Dr. Guillaume.
Woo!
Right, or even is clear on what you're saying.
I think sweet hot even has more of a burn.
But hey,
It does.
be honest. You thought it was pretty good.
I liked it. And let me tell you, having this sweet hot mustard, this Chinese mustard, and this ghost pepper mustard all in a sequence,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be needing to go to Dr. Guillaume anytime soon. Is Guillaume, you like that guy?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, great.
You want
I feel
to?
like you have all the good doctors.
He's a French one, huh? French guy.
I don't know what his deal is.
Dr. Guillaume.
It sounds like a French
He's a
name.
real educated type, you know?
Oh, I would hope so.
Sweet Hot's pretty hot too.
Yeah, it is hot.
I really like the Sweet Hot.
I love the sweet
Yep.
hot. It's,
Sweet
it's
hot.
so good. It's my favorite.
Well, that's
Sweet
one
hot
of the
is
ones you
good.
get if you find at grocery stores, unlike a lot of these freaks.
Yeah, some of these are true freaks.
Well, this is I feel like kind of the disease of more here, and I feel like Beaver Brand, maybe these are selling, maybe people are doing the same exercise we're doing, but it feels like some of these they're doing like the cranberry, like maybe the jalapeno, though I did like the jalapeno, but it kind of feels
the
like
Chinese mustard is killing.
Chinese mustard is very
It's
strong.
very strong. I
Like
didn't
those-
try the ghost pepper. That's the only one I didn't try. There you go. What do you think?
The ghost pepper, I think, is the most like the most just like straight burn as opposed to horseradish.
Okay.
But I think some of these varietals are maybe a little unnecessary.
There's a lot of overlap.
A lot of overlap, yeah.
Oh my goodness. I mean, ghost pepper is a term that gets thrown around a lot too.
Yeah, no, and a lot of times like they'll be like, hey, like a Wendy's might have like, hey, we got our ghost pepper fries. In fact, I think they had those for a time. They weren't
did,
particularly
yeah.
spicy.
Yeah.
There's a ghost pepper.
This
burger.
one, this is legitimately pretty spicy. Like if I had a whole sandwich that was this, I'd be like, oh, that burn's gonna linger.
I don't like it. It's like
yeah, I don't think I need this.
it's not good.
It's like just a little too aggressively hot.
Whew.
Amelia, which ones did you sample?
I had the Chinese mustard. It was really good.
Yeah, that one's
I
good.
Loved it.
You should try the sweet hot, and then Casey, if you want to get up on any of these as
Yeah.
well.
Sure.
And a Dijon. Just a classic Dijon will set you right.
That seems like a good triforce. So that actually might be our holy triforce here, our holy trinity.
What's that?
Is the sweet hot, the Chinese, and the Dijon.
Ooh, man.
Feeling for the ghost pepper?
It's a waterworks over here.
Yeah. I wouldn't do like a joke with like it's like ghost pepper, but it's like a ghost that's a pepper.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that'd be good. Like it's like haunting a restaurant or something like that.
That's pretty good.
He goes to Dr. Guillaume.
He's alive and well. He's not stressed because these Beaver mustards are doing all the work for him.
Wait, that has to be a joke in like Sausage Party or something,
Dr.
right?
Guillaume?
I've seen Sausage Party. I don't remember Dr. Guillaume or a ghost pepper joke.
There's got to be.
Yeah, maybe there is.
There's a new Sausage Party show, and if there's not a ghost pepper in that
There's a
thing,
new Sausage Party show?
yeah.
Are you looking for a Dijon?
What was the third one that you
I think just the regular Dijon you might want
That's
to try.
great news.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. There's a new Sausage Party show. Oh, an embarrassment of riches here in these United States.
Isn't it like such a bummer when you see those Instagram posts where it's just like, these were the movies that were out in summer 1987, and it's just like banger, banger,
Yeah,
banger,
exactly.
banger,
Yeah,
banger, and then
Box office used to be so.
you look what we have now, and it's just like Trolls World Tour.
I know. Or even like the ones that are trying to be good. Did anyone eat a packing peanut with mustard?
I didn't. I mean, I will.
I'll do that shit. Give me that Dij.
I can tell you that Chinese mustard is nearly almost too hot. It's very spicy.
Get that Dijon floating around.
Ooh. Oh shit. Did I get mustard on the bottom of the mic?
It's okay. Sorry. I got this little wait, did you do your joke?
What?
Mitch, did you do your joke on the show?
Oh, the flag.
The mic flag just fell. We're falling apart here. That's okay. We're towards the finish line.
I'm looking for that Dijon. There we go.
Yes. The packing peanut's a flashback to me stepping out of the shower this morning.
That's what it was. I can't remember if you said it on the show.
I thought you did.
I thought I did.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Fuck.
You're really feeling it.
Yeah.
Was it from the Chinese mustard or from the ghost pepper?
Chinese mustard. I ate a lot of it.
Okay.
Ghost pepper I don't even like.
Yeah, I think it's okay. I don't think
The
I need
sweet
it.
hot is actually, it's fucking, look, there he is.
There he goes. Which one are you doing? Chinese?
Dijon.
Dijon, okay.
Emil, what the fuck's going on over there?
She's wincing. Ooh.
Are you
sinuses.
okay?
It's good. It's good.
Where are you feeling it from?
Can I be honest with you? This is maybe more difficult than the hot ones challenge. It is like just a different spice.
Yeah, different sort of intensity.
How Jeff just ate a packing peanut with the
It's
mustard
actually
on it.
really good with the packing
I
peanut.
did too, and it was honestly great. Because it just sort of like, you had a little bit of texture and then just melted in just pure mustard flavor. It's pretty good.
I still do not want to eat one.
Yeah. All right, let me look at the full list here, and let's see if we can come up with some individual or collective top three. I'll go down the list again. Okay, so we've got the...
Amelia's not doing well.
I love it, but it hurts so good.
Is the Chinese mustard that's doing it to you?
No, it's actually all three of them.
Okay.
How do you feel in relation to Dr. Guillaume? Do you think you'll have to see him or not after
I think
this?
I'm gonna have to see him.
You are going to have
Oh,
to
you
see it.
are?
Oh, wow.
No, you're supposed to be honest.
Oh, I don't know how the fucking joke works.
They're all pretty, I mean, eating these, you guys are doing much better than I am. I'm pretty good with spice.
We're mustard guys.
Yeah, we're mustard guys.
Whew. I'm sweating up a storm.
I actually have tears forming.
Wow.
I'm sweating up a storm.
I'm not reacting as bad as you are to these,
Whew. Yeah.
but I really like the sweet heat.
Yeah, that one's great. All right, so here's the full list. We got the Chinese mustard, classic yellow, Coney Island, cranberry, deli, Dijon, ghost pepper, hickory bacon, honey mustard, jalapeno, mild Dijon, stone ground, and sweet hot. I mean, if we're gonna do a top three, obviously, I think sweet hot to me stays the king. I'd put sweet hot at the top.
Mm.
I do
Sweet
really
hot
like
is
that.
really good.
I do really like that Dijon. I'm trying to just decide if I like the flavor of the mild Dijon more. I think I might honestly go. You know what I think I would actually do? I think I would go sweet hot. I think I would go surprise pick for me Coney Island, and then I think I would go Chinese mustard. In fact, I'd probably go
Ooh.
Chinese second and Coney Island third. That would be my ranking.
Ooh,
What do you think, Spoon Man?
I'm a mess over here.
Yeah. Do you have a top three?
Uh,
You like the deli? You like the stone ground? You like the
Stone ground,
Yeah.
sweet hot. Oh man, it's either Dijon or Chinese. The Chinese might just be a little too crazy.
Yeah. Dijon's like a Dijon is
Dijon is like a
wilder.
nice little in between.
You could have that
Yeah.
of a pastrami sandwich and you'd be sitting pretty.
The sweet hot kind of does what the Chinese mustard does too, in a way. It's like
Yeah.
still, it's very spicy. They're all very good.
Yeah, they're great.
I said sweating up a storm, which reminded me of Storm from X-Men. Look at Jeff's shirt.
You didn't talk about your Magneto shirt. It's cool as hell.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, that's sick.
Magneto was right.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense unless you watch
Anyone?
the show.
Come on.
We here
Give
at
it
the
up.
Doughboys want to say we do not agree that Magneto was right.
I'm a Magneto fan.
Mitch, you can't say that on the podcast.
I'm writing them in
Mitch.
November.
What do you think, Dutton? Top 3?
Top 3. I'm surprised. I was kind of hoping that something would dethrone my beloved Sweet Hot,
Yes, me too.
but no, it's number 1 for a reason. It's in all the grocery stores for a reason. You're not going to find cranberry in some of these weirder ones.
Great
Even
point.
like Coney Island. Like I feel like I might have seen that, but
I've
By
seen some
the
of
way,
these.
my ears are popping, so it really is truly clearing out my sinuses.
Wow.
damn.
Like crazy. No one else. It really worked. It cleaned me out.
I could refer you to Dr. Hopshine. Would that help? What, I can't mention my PCP?
I'll stick with Guillaume. Thanks.
Okay, number 2. Dijon, full strength Dijon.
Yeah,
Because
good
look,
Dijon.
Very good.
you're gonna use it in concert with other things.
No, that's true.
We kind of went straight to the dome.
We're getting close to matching up here, by the way.
1 and 2? Okay.
One
Whoa.
and two are the same.
3, I gotta go Chinese.
Wow.
What did you didn't do Chinese?
I did
really.
Stone Ground. The ground.
Stone Ground is
The
really
fall.
good.
Chinese is the other one that has that well, I guess all of mine have what I call like the depth charge
Sure.
of where it's like an underwater missile where it's like poof, poof. It gives it like that
Yeah.
little couple seconds before you're like, oh, way in the back, bam, climbing up the sinuses, that burn.
My boy is good with the noises, if you haven't noticed.
But I
So
like
it's like
that.
you're in K-19 the Widowmaker and you're like hunched because you're hearing the depth charges nearby.
Fire away.
do you see?
Yeah.
Now do you see? My boy is good with the noises.
And then your sailor like looking around like this and there's like water dripping on you and then you hear a depth charge and you go,
Yeah. And everybody has
Shut
to
up
be
for a
quiet.
second.
Everybody has to be
Yeah.
quiet if I remember correctly.
Yeah, you have to be quiet because you can hear it. Mitch!
Oh,
Sorry,
Private Mitchell.
Oh, I got nervous. Oh. And that's how we'd write birthday boy sketches.
Yeah.
Hey, Dutton,
All these mustards are good.
this is the thing I was gonna say. Is like we tasted 14 of these. Yeah, half of these I would never get if we weren't doing this for content, but half of these I would, and I would have in my fridge, and I would happily keep eating. And you know what? I'm going to take some of these home. I mean, we can distribute these however we see fit, but
Over my
like
dead
we should.
body.
I think these are going to be used. They're not dumping into the trash can. These are great mustards. I'm a big Beaver brand, big Beaverton mustard, Beaverton Foods brand fan, and I think this is they do. Good
Here's the
work.
deal.
Can I ask? Did you have to pay for these, or they give them to you?
We paid for them. Yeah, we went out of pocket. No, the Doughboys can't be bought.
Right.
Yeah, we can.
Man, sloppy boys are trying to be bought. We're trying so hard.
I mean, I'm down for being bought. Who
If
cares?
people send us stuff, we taste it for the podcast. But
That
this
is
was
true.
this was a thing of just like, oh, let's
Look, and
let's
we
go on the
and we
Beaver
trust
call.
you to give your honest
Yeah.
your honest take. But like, liquor is one of like they spend some of the most money on advertising than like any other sector.
Yes.
But they don't want to advertise on a show called The Sloppy Boys. Isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Huh.
You guys are talking about booze the whole
You
time.
probably saw Hanford crowd surfing and going straight to the ground.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's funny.
All these are great.
Yeah,
They're very spicy.
they're very spicy. But I'm glad we went through with this exercise. This was a hoot.
Mhm.
Dutton, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Anything you'd like to plug? People should check out the Sloppy Boys if they haven't already.
First and foremost, yeah, that's the weekly drum beat.
Yeah.
Where you follow along with me and Tim Kalpakis and Mike Hanford. We drink cocktails. People who listen to this know
Yeah,
then-
we get into the history and the recipe of like, a Mai Tai, an espresso martini, a Aperol spritz, whatever. But I also, as of the airing of this podcast, I have a remix album out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's a Dutz remix album.
Wow.
Oh.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah, there's got some remixes by PJ Western.
Okay.
That's half of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
How fun.
And John Haskell, you know Haskell?
Oh, yeah, no, Haskell.
He's-
Of course, I worked with Haskell.
He's
Great
a
dude.
musician under the name of Plesh Moto. We got one from him.
Whoa.
But yeah, check it out, folks, on Spotify.
Wow. How about that?
We also we didn't talk about it too much, but we both like X-Men 97. We enjoyed it.
Check that out, folks. That is prestige adult animation.
It's good. You should watch it.
I got to
Bugs.
watch it. Yeah.
Uh,
Ray Chase, voice of fucking Cyclops.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Good actor.
you know that guy?
I know. Yeah, I know Ray a little bit.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And also we went to Secret. What is it? What tiki is it called? It's not Secret Tiki. It's Lucky Tiki.
Lucky Tiki.
Yeah.
At what's
It's by Tail, right next to upstairs from Tail of the Pup.
Pup.
We just went recently, speaking of drinks, and we had a great time.
You got us in, Mitch. You pulled some strings.
I did pull a couple strings.
There's fucking Mitch Magic.
They call me the marionetter.
It's a really shitty X-Men. It sucks.
String! Just strings.
They're like, like they walk into a spider web.
Hey, that'll do it for this episode of the Doughboys Double. I wonder if part of why we ended up talking so much turds earlier
Yeah.
Yeah.
is
Turd
because,
heavy in the first half.
but it's right there. The topic of the episode, must turd.
Oh,
We had it on the
oh
brain.
my God.
a lot of turd talk.
You were feeling I must turd during this mustard episode, and then we're like, we must talk turds because it's on the brain.
Yes, the verb to turd. I must turd.
And Guion sounds like Dijon.
That's what it is,
That's what it
Amelia.
was.
That's what it is.
I think that's what it was.
We'll see you next time.
Wait, no.
Guillaume sounds like Dijon.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What? What's going on?
Hold on. This will be good. We'll edit here for a second.
Okay, this will be good. We're just Emma. So when you're editing this later, we're gonna put an edit here. So just mark an edit point because Mitch is gonna do something good.
Oh fuck.
When it's ready, it's gonna be really good. So people won't hear any of this. What are you doing this weekend?
Shit, man. I'm chasing Beaver.
I can't do it.
Why
Well, what was it gonna be?
What was it?
I now become Flush, destroyer of porcelains or something.
Oh, you're gonna go back to the Oppenheimer thing. Oh,
I was
boy.
gonna do a Ploppenheimer
Hey,
quote.
hey, we'll just Emma. Never mind. Just to take all this out. Just end the
I now
episode earlier.
become. Help me out here. I now become.
Oh yeah, I've now become Death, the Destroyer of Worlds is the actual
the
thing. So
destroyer
yeah,
of toilets.
Yeah.
I now become.
I've now
Mitch.
become.
Or like,
I now become Mitch, destroyer of toilets.
I have now become Turd, Destroyer of Bowls, something like
That's
that.
what I was trying to do.
I liked porcelain.
Porcelain's pretty
Destroyer
good.
of porcelain.
Very poetic, Destroyer of Porcelain.
Yeah.
But Mitch to death to Mitch, that's kind of...
Yeah, it's hard to figure out
Top
how to
that
map
one.
that exactly.
I was gonna go in there, but Einstein's using the bathroom.
Bye.
Bye.
Doughboys media.